Hey guys, welcome to The Faithful Prepper. Today we are talking about food storage for beginners. So if you have not yet started on your food storage, hopefully this video will give you some tips and motivation to finally get started. Sometimes I have friends come to me and they want to get started on their food storage. And so I might send them a link to a channel or a website where they can learn more. And then a while later, they come back to me with a new question or even the same question. And I ask them, hey, did you ever watch that video or look into that website? And sometimes they tell me, yeah, I watched that video, but honestly, it was just too overwhelming. They have all this space, they have a whole basement or a giant room dedicated to food storage. They seem to have all this money, they have a year or two supply, and honestly, it just overwhelmed me. So I never even got started. So that is a big reason why I am starting this channel, is because I want to try my best to make it simple. I'm trying to give just small, short tips that can help you get started on your food storage without being overwhelmed by it. So let's think of food storage this way. There's two different types of food storage. There's short term and then there's long term. So you can think of it like a bank account. Think your savings is only to be used in emergencies. That's not something you use on a daily basis. It's on a rare occasion that you're going to actually dip into your savings account. But your checking account, on the other hand, that's something that you're constantly making deposits into and also withdrawing from. So this is like your short-term food supply. It's basically a giant pantry. So think of the foods that you normally eat, things that are already in your diet that you're making on a daily basis. These are the foods that you're going to want to buy extra of and stock up on. Instead of running to the store every time you run out of a can of food, you'll go to your pantry or wherever you have it stored. It's also called a working pantry because you're constantly taking from it and then refilling it up. You have to keep rotating through these foods because their shelf life is not as long. Their expiration date is not as long as long-term food storage. Now, long-term food storage are more like your basic staples. It's things like beans, wheat, rice, and that kind of thing. Now, these are packaged so that they specifically last for 20 to 30 years. And these are the foods that you're only going to use in a true emergency. The nice thing is that it lasts for so long, you don't have to rotate it and worry about it. You buy it once and you are done. You're set, you put it away, and you don't have to worry about it. So, the first thing you want to do is come up with a goal, a plan. What would help you sleep well at night? Would a 2-week supply of short-term food storage and a 2-week supply of long-term food storage be your goal that would help you to feel secure? Every time you hit your goals, you can reevaluate and then set new goals, because we should always be preparing. It's really just a lifestyle, just like exercising or anything else. You guys, I promise, once you get into it and you start doing it, it will become easier. It will become natural. You'll be at the store, you'll grab your extra food every time you're there, a couple extra cans of this, a couple extra of that, and you really don't even have to think about it once you get into it. All right, now let's go inside and I'll show you a couple of ideas of how you can get started on both your long-term and or your short-term food supply today. Let's go. All right, I'm gonna show you guys how simple and cheap food storage really is. So with a working pantry, with your short-term food supply, let's say this is your pantry, you go to the store and you have about $10 to spend and you stock up on these items. You're just gonna take your new one and put it under so that you know this expires first. As you can see, we've already opened it and are using it. When that runs out, we'll go to that one. Look at that, you guys. Boom! Food storage. Yep, That simple. Then let's say you get another thing of pasta sauce. All you're gonna do, move that forward, put this one in the back, because again, you want what's gonna expire first. You want that in the front, so when you go to grab it, you don't even have to think about it. Boom, food storage. And again, you buy an extra can of SpaghettiOs. All you're gonna do, again, move it to the front, put the new in the back. Boom, food storage, guys. It's literally that simple. Now, our family, we have 4 kids, and so a thing of this 4-pound package of spaghetti, we eat about a pound for a meal. And so this has obviously 4 pounds, so that would be 4 meals, you guys. And then we have some pasta sauce, which I don't know, we maybe eat a third of it for a meal. Anyways, look how quick and easy. That's a couple of meals right there. That was about $10 because this was around $5. This was about $2, and this was probably $1. Food storage does not have to be complicated, does not have to be expensive. It can be as simple or as complex, as cheap or as expensive as you make it to be. In fact, once you get started on your food storage, it actually can lower your grocery bill, because when you see sales, you can get more of those items. Instead of just getting 1 or 2 like you normally would, you can get 3 or 4 or 5 of them because they're on sale, and you can add that to your working pantry. So in the long run, you actually end up saving money, and it becomes cheaper that way. All right, canned chicken and also tuna fish. Now, the great thing about these are actually the chicken lasts for 2 years, and that tuna actually lasts for 3 years. So just in case you ever do forget to rotate it quickly, it's actually going to last for a couple of years. I was surprised. I didn't realize that it lasted that long. But these are a great way to start, to get some protein, to get some meat in your diet, something easy you can have on hand. As you can see, this package has been opened. If you have kids like me, they love macaroni and cheese. So that was an easy thing. Just buy a giant box of them and you're good to go. To go along with that, of course, you've got your ramen. We have tons of ramen. Guys, again, if you're looking to go cheap, doesn't get much cheaper than that. My kids love ramen. I love to just add like peas or corn to our ramen. You can, of course, put hot dogs or eggs, whatever else you want in it, or just eat it plain like that if you want it more simple. Super cheap and simple. Again, our pancakes. I waited till I saw a sale on these and then stocked up on a couple bags of these. Now, remember, you're going to buy things that your family actually eats and enjoys. For us, we enjoy some of these soups. Also, ravioli, SpaghettiOs, things like that are easy to stock up on and usually aren't too expensive. Now, on to long-term food supply. There are a number of companies that sell long-term food storage. One thing you want to be aware of is how many calories a day it says it will feed. Some of these companies will be cheaper, but you'll realize that the calories are a lot fewer. For instance, this one says it averages 2,000 calories a day for one person, and that this is a 30-day food supply for one person. Also notice it says up to 25-year shelf life. So that's the awesome thing. Like I said, buying long-term food storage, you buy it once, you put it away, and you are done. You don't have to rotate or think about it again. Here is another company we've purchased long-term food storage from. These bins are awesome because they give you a whole bunch of different meals and variety. I mean, this one comes with things like pasta Alfredo, Italian pasta with marinara, stroganoff, cheese and broccoli bake, vegetable and rotini pasta, macaroni and cheese, creamy potato soup mix, classic chili mix. it's fun because you have a whole variety. It's not just one thing that you're stocked up on, so that you don't get bored of just one meal over and over and over again. So that's always nice to save up for. Of course, these are not cheap. That's why you want to save and be smart with your money. And for us, it's totally worth it. Another place we like to buy our long-term food storage from is our church's website. I'll try to remember to link that below. We have a lot of our staples from there. As you can see, rice, macaroni. We also have black beans, pinto beans, sugar, flour, wheat. They also have fruits and vegetables that are long-term and that you can order from them. Now, do remember, especially with this long-term food, that the prices have gone up a bit. Usually, from our church's website, it's usually not a bad deal. But again, overall, the long-term food storage prices have gone up due to such high demand. And also, it may take longer to arrive once you order it. So just some things to be aware of when you're ordering your long-term food storage. All right, guys, I hope you found this video helpful. I hope you're able to see that it doesn't have to be expensive or complicated or overwhelming. It can be as simple as grabbing some extra ramen, rice, simple, easy things that your family is already eating. Or if you want to do it where you don't have to rotate, you can even just buy from a long-term food storage company and be set. That is a very easy way to do it. Always remember that the Lord will bless and multiply your efforts as you are getting your food storage and preparing your family for emergencies and hard times ahead. He will be there with you and he will guide you on what your family needs the most. If you guys found this video at all helpful, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. If you have questions or comments or ideas for future videos, go ahead and leave that in the comments down below. If you have friends or family that you think could benefit from this video, go ahead and send them the link. And if you guys want to learn more about food storage and emergency preparedness, then go ahead and subscribe to this channel. Okay, if ye are prepared, ye shall not fear. Thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you next time.